Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday, the next to last day of July. August is just around the corner. Not so much August-like weather. We've still got cooler than normal or average temperatures in store. We've got a shot or two of showers and thunderstorms in the forecast as well. A stray shower or two possible this evening, mostly hanging to our north at this time. But we do have a better shot of some showers and storms. Sad to say, just in time for your weekend, especially on your Saturday. But taking a glance at the forecast, our daytime high temperatures peak between now and next Tuesday at 84 on next Tuesday into your first week of August. And that's certainly not indicative of the 8th month of the year. I'll pinpoint more in your forecast in just a few moments. On tap for top headlines this evening, the McGoffin County Fiscal Court met a special session yesterday. We'll talk about some generators, which they are getting ready to obtain with some grant funds, how much they are, how they're getting them, and where they're going to be placed. This is in light of realizing the necessity after the March 2nd, 2012 tornado. Also, they discussed a recycling grant and a proclamation read. It's just hard to believe. 50 years entertaining the folks of McGoffin County, the surrounding area, and so much more. A long history that all comes to an end with their final performance during Community Day here in Sagersville on the 16th. I'll tell you who was recognized and how everyone's gearing up for that last big show. I suspect it's going to be a doozy. And follow-ups from last night's program as well. We'll have more on the man who was being sought after by police after eluding authorities on Route 40 in a pursuit that resulted in a deputy's crash, and more details on a man arrested in Sagersville on several charges of possession of matter portraying a child in a sexual performance, more than 24 charges, and a lot of OxyContin being traveled into the area that was apprehended and cut off at the pass, so to speak, by the sheriff's office yesterday. Whatever else I have time to work in. Let's go ahead and jump into fiscal court coverage as of right now, where we'll start off with discussion on behalf of Emergency Management Director Mike Wilson and the court in regards to two generators. Post-tornado is how I generally refer to it quite often here on the program. The county soon realized that they needed some generators, backup electrical services for any long power outage periods. Well, they applied for 5 generators to be placed at very specific locations throughout the county through FEMA funds. Well, they learned, as I told you some time ago, a few weeks ago, that they had received at least a portion of that grant. 2 generators, for which they will be accepting bids for very soon.
FEMA, one for the rescue squad and one for the Sagersville Waterworks plant. We just need permission from fiscal court to go ahead and get that submitted and start getting the bids in so we can see who's going to be a little bidder. For the waterworks and for the rescue squad. The rescue squads is $44,692.50. That will allow the rescue squad to continue to operate if there's a loss of electricity without any reduction in power source. The waterworks is to run the plant. It is $77,744.50. There's a need for a generator at the intake site, the Licking River, and by agreement, the waterworks is supposed to purchase that one. We chose to purchase the one for the plant because that would mean an additional $18,000 something to come to our community. The total on those FEMA authorized generators is $122,437, and I would like to commend Mike for his tireless efforts. That's quite a bit of money, and both of those things got in the tornado. The rescue squad essentially became the hub of all of our operations.
The county has already been informed that they have received those grant funds. They are advertising for those generators to be purchased at this time. As you heard, a unanimous vote was taken soon thereafter that discussion, and it's hopeful they will be purchased and established and running for those 2 facilities in the relatively near future. There was also some discussion about a recycling grant and how for McGoffin County, which is usually not the case, they receive the lion's share, so to speak, of a recycling grant that went to portions of eastern Kentucky.
McGoffin County's share is, as you will see, Pike County received $7,500. The city of Coal Run received $8,800. The city of Prestonsburg received $10,000. And we received 6,000, which the
No,
total
30,000.
There's what?
30,000.
30,000. The total granted was 68,000, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So out of this, we received 9,000, 3,800, 12,000, and 6,000 I mistakenly read. That is 30,000. Anytime we can get 30,000 out of 68,000 involving 3 other entities, I think we've done well. And I'd like to congratulate Frankie on that.
The bulk of that $30,000 in recycling grants will go towards the purchase, I am told, of recycling trailers to be placed throughout the community to help encourage recycling efforts, as well as recycling bins for basically the same purpose. Well, here's a story to come, a story within a story. August the 16th is Community Day, and within that, we're going to say goodbye to a group who was recognized via the following proclamation for over 50 years of entertainment to Magoffin County.
It's a proclamation for the Dixie Bridge Band. I understand that Community Days will be their final swan song, and I would like this proclamation to be adopted as a resolution also, to be included in fiscal court minutes. Proclamation by Charles Hardin, County Judge Executive, Magoffin County, Kentucky. To all to whom these presents shall come, whereas Eastern Kentucky has a long history of producing musicians of surpassing talent and ability, and continue to this day to produce entertainers in every genre of music. And whereas beginning in 1964, the Constellation members of the Dixie Bridge Band have performed on hundreds of stages before tens of thousands of Kentuckians, providing entertainment and contributing to the common good. And whereas the Dixie Bridge Band has been instrumental in influencing an entire generation of young musicians by their example, producing, recording, and performing with dedication to musicianship and a strong sense of local identity. And whereas that band members, Sam Miller, Danny Crace, Philip Joseph, Charles Joseph, Danny Warren, Terry Miller, Debbie Miller, John Randall Sager, Rick Howard, Eddie Ratliff, Devin Helton, Doug Joseph, Dave Kretzer, George Younger, Ron Sager, Sherry Wardman, Jerry Watson, Jimmy Randall Sager, Marty Howard, Arvis Austin, and Keith Branham, along with numerous friends and guests, have spent half a century giving their audience the best in staging, performance, and showmanship. And whereas after 50 years, the artists continue to kindle the love of live performances and the commitment to their hometown and to the entire region, bring enjoyment to all we hear. Now therefore, I, Charles Hardin, County Judge Executive of Magoffin County, by this proclamation do hereby declare August the 16th, 2014 as Dixie Bridge Day, and call on all Magoffin citizens to join me in acclaiming the current and former members of the Dixie Bridge Band for the 50 years of music and service to their community.
And as you can well imagine, there was a unanimous vote to accept that proclamation thereafter. August the 16th, folks, that's not too far away, for the 11th Annual Magoffin County Community Day, which will culminate with the performance, the final swan song, as the judge referred to, of the Dixie Bridge Band. And, of course, it will all be after a full day of bluegrass and music that is going to be a venue unlike any other that you can only find in Sagersville, only on Community Day. And I'll just throw in one more plug on behalf of the Sagersville National Bank and the Community Day Foundation. Remember, it's just $10 to get in. Get your tickets today at either location of the Sagersville National Bank. That same $10 ticket gets you a chance to win a car, and, of course, to get in the gate to a whole lot of other food, fun, and prizes. I'll be right back. Faster, friendlier, family-owned Parkway Pharmacy, open 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday in the new Magoffin Medical Plaza under the care of local pharmacist Jesse Rudd. To make Parkway Pharmacy your pharmacy, come by or give us a call at 349-4400. Get ready, baby, or get baby ready with a simply adorable selection at the seasonal shop with bibs and blankets and bags, onesies and jammies, the cutest of outfits and matching accessories for Thing 1, Thing 2, or Thing 3. Hooded bath towels by Zucchini, bubble bath paints, blocks, bears, puzzles, picture frames, and shelves and shelves and shelves more. Find an absolutely perfect gift for the most precious of gifts at Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville. Save big at Premier Auto. An '02 Hyundai Sonata, only $37.50. An '07 Pontiac G5, only $39.50. And an '09 Buick LaCrosse, just $99.50. An '06 Rhino, only 1,200 miles, just $69.50. And 100 miles per gallon, no driver's license and no insurance needed. New scooters cut $500 to just $995 at Premier Auto in Paintsville.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
To anyone else, it might just be Thursday, but around here, it's Dipper Day at your Sagersville Lee's, where a plate full of big white chunks of crispy chicken, 2 homemade sides, and a big buttery biscuit is only $4.99, and only $4.29 after 4 o'clock. So for lunch, a night free from the kitchen, or to cater your next big family or business gathering, call your Sagersville Lee's famous recipe. Regardless of where you want to ride, you can be riding on a brand new Kawasaki or Polaris for less at M&M Power Sports in Staffordsville. New Kawasaki's for the dirt, the street, or both, and ATVs and side-by-sides for every stage of enthusiasts to fish, hunt, haul, or play. And with rebates up to $1,300 and financing as low as 3.99%, it's never been easier to ride it, buy it, and start your next adventure at Kentucky's Power Sports Authority since 1964, M&M Power Sports. You can be playing, relaxing, and enjoying your brand new lifestyle in just days with one call to Baker's Pool Supply. Over 38 years of professional installation at affordable prices on above-ground and in-ground swimming pools. Or if you're ready to open your pool for the season, you need a new liner, a solar cover, some parts, or the best in BioGuard chemicals or salts, Baker's is your full-service answer, serving all of Kentucky and surrounding states with complete satisfaction. And they offer financing. 800-633-7102 or bakerspoolsupply.com.
Have you ever noticed how many insurance commercials and advertisements are on television nowadays? You can't watch your favorite program without seeing a little pig or green lizard trying to sell you insurance and get your money for their premiums. But let me ask you this. If you have been in a serious wreck, do you really think that you are in good hands of the insurance companies when you have lost wages, medical bills, and pain and suffering from your head to your toes? The answer is no. If you want to truly be in good hands, give me a call. I'm attorney Donald Wayne McFarland. Let me put my 20 years of experience in working to protect the rights of injured people to work for you. 349-9000.
With the arrest and subsequent paperwork still literally ongoing just before airtime last evening, I told you what I knew at the hour and time in regards to a drug arrest that took place in the Mountain Parkway yesterday. We now know more, that including that a Winchester woman had more than 100 OxyContin tablets on her person, as well as that loaded handgun and other drugs that we told you about yesterday.
Deputies Montgomery and Adams made a traffic stop on this vehicle. There's a female subject, a passenger, a male subject driving. We have found a small amount of marijuana on both of them. We have found different items on the female subject. She also had a concealed handgun in her purse, it loaded. That's about all I know right now. We're attempting to search the car at this time.
A further search of the car yielded no additional drugs except what was found in a locket, if you will, so to speak, 4 Xanax bars hanging around her neck, as well as some other items, including that loaded weapon and a small amount of marijuana. But once the individual, now identified as Santoya Simpson, 27, of Winchester, was taken back to the sheriff's office and further searched on her person, authority discovered 99 or 100 additional 30 milligram oxycodone. I say that to this degree because she had a couple in her possession in a small plastic baggie. Total, she had 102 OxyContin 30 milligram tablets on her possession, 8 Xanax bars, a small amount of marijuana, as well as that concealed weapon. She was charged with trafficking in a controlled substance in the first degree, carrying a concealed deadly weapon, possession of a controlled substance, and prescription of a controlled substance not in a proper container. This was after the Sheriff's Department was patrolling the Mountain Parkway yesterday afternoon and conducted one of several traffic stops, this one resulting in this arrest. There was a male driver behind the wheel of the vehicle. Now, he was searched and questioned. However, all of the drugs and other items were found to be in the possession of Simpson. The driver was allowed to remain free and not jailed or charged. We've got two more updates for you this evening. One in relation to that suspect that the Sheriff's Department was seeking out, who one of their deputies had got in a pursuit of yesterday on Route 40 that resulted in him crashing his vehicle. There has been an arrest made in that case. It wasn't here in this county. I'm still gathering details. And more information on a Sagersville man who has had several addresses as of the past few years, who turned himself into authorities on a variety of charges, including more than 24 counts of possession of child pornography. But for now, I've got your McGoffin Farm Bureau-sponsored community calendar. Beginning with birthday wishes from his wife and from his mother, and with a whole lot of love, happy birthday to David Cantrell. Happy birthday this Wednesday the 30th. David Cantrell. The North McGoffin Elementary School Site-Based Council has a regular meeting set for tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. This meeting, of course, open to the public. North McGoffin Site-Based meeting tomorrow at 4. I think the school's conference center, if I'm not mistaken, is the site of that meeting. Now, I need a little more information. I called back the caller and didn't get an answer, but a church yard sale has been set for this Friday and Saturday at the lower end of the IGA parking lot, but they didn't tell me what church. So we'll add that when we get that. But another yard sale of many fundraisers planned from local churches and organizations. This one's set for Friday and Saturday in the parking lot of your Sagersville IGA. The dance team at South McGoffin Elementary has a car wash, and I know of a lot of folks who need a good washing for their cars, and this one's included. They're going to be at the Sagersville Dairy Queen Friday morning at 9 o'clock, and they'll be there throughout the day. All donations greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. That's the South McGoffin dance team and car wash Friday at 9 a.m. throughout the morning and afternoon at your Sagersville DQ. The Community Free Will Baptist Church on Route 40, just a couple of miles out of Sagersville, has a big yard and bake sale set for this Friday and for this Saturday. A whole lot of things to buy and a whole lot of things to eat. A lot of sweet treats, I would imagine, as well. That is Friday and Saturday at their location of the Community Free Will Baptist Church. And our friends at the Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church has a community yard sale set. And here's what they're doing. They're hosting a big yard sale at the site of their new sanctuary on Elk Creek Road. All you have to do is set up, and a mere 10% of your proceeds go to the church building fund for allowing you to be there. It's going to be a big crowd, a lot of foot traffic, and a great opportunity for both buyers and sellers. Now, that's Friday and Saturday at the Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church. Another car wash also at your Sagersville Dairy Queen. This one sponsored by and supporting the Pierrest Student Council. This one is Saturday starting at 10. It's free, but as with all such events, donations greatly appreciated. Another good event to get your car washed and help support a local organization. We have a lot of students who attend the Pierrest School here in the McGoffin County and viewing area, mind you. And if you're wanting to catch the big one, maybe catch a grand for first place, all you have to do is take a stab at it by going to the second annual Summer Bass Fishing Tournament. I say summer because they have another one at another time of the year. And this one is going to be August the 9th. It's on a Saturday, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. on Cave Run. They'll leave the Clay Lick boat ramp at evening. You can register the evening thereof or call 743-2211 or 5480-118. Other big prizes, including the big $100 awarded every hour for the boat that weighs in the biggest fish of the hour. Can't beat that. Sounds like a good time and some big prizes. And if you're interested in having a booth at Heritage Days, Founders Day in McGoffin County, which is set for the 27th through the 30th, booths are $200 each, and they're allowing them to be set up anywhere in the city limits area. That's for the entire period. And they're having tables at the Arts and Crafts Show, which also lasts the entire festival. It's $10 per table per day. If you're interested, call Fire Chief Paul Howard, 349-3256 or 791-3256. And please call me anytime you've got a calendar announcement or the likes, and we'll get it on. That includes birthdays as well. Turning to funeral service announcements for this Wednesday, 40-year-old Jerry Scott Minix will be laid to rest tomorrow. Minix of Royalton Road passed away on the 27th, the son of John Minix and the late Phyllis Joe Arnott. And besides his father, he's survived by 2 sons, Jackson Price and Ethan Clyde Holbrook. Visitation continues this evening and up until services. They begin in his honor once again tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock from the Magoffin County Funeral Home.
Remember when they invented the peanut butter cup? Bringing peanut butter and chocolate together. Pure genius. Well, the Sonom Enduro has done the same thing for wireless. Right now at Appalachian Wireless, you'll find the tough, dependable Sonom Enduro. This flip phone is great for the job or weekend warrior, but you can also access the internet and take great pictures with a 2-megapixel camera. Get it now, the best of both worlds, just like the peanut butter cup. Appalachian Wireless. Better service, bigger savings.
Wheel alignments, oil changes, brakes, suspension work, and tires. Thousands of tires by all the major manufacturers, all in stock and at incomparable prices. All backed with 33 years of service and experience, the area's largest tire selection, and 6 months no interest at Conley's in Paintsville. It's back, and it's the only place in Sayersville you're going to get the real flavor of 100% beef seared into every char-broiled bite, a taste that you can only get from a flame. Char-broiled burgers are back, and you can get them open till close every day at your Sayersville DQ, where breakfast is served hot Monday through Thursday till 11 and till noon, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you know what else is back? The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Pie Blizzard of the Month. Get them while they're hot and cold at your Sayersville DQ. Frito Rocks is more than just gravel. They've got mulch in red, brown, and black, river rock in 4 different sizes, new rainbow rock for an entirely new landscape feature, metal and double wall plastic pipe, masonry sand, and rock, every size from DGA to 57s to class 2 and 3. And they have delivery and excavation and dozer services. And special hours Monday through Friday, 4:30 till 9 p.m. and Saturdays 9 till 4. For orders, call Frito Rocks on Route 7 at 496-7776. Superior selection and superior service is what you'll find at Hutch, along with the best price on that new Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, Yukon, Enclave, Terrain, Regal, Camaro, and all other new Chevys, GMCs, and Buicks. Drive your trade-in on over or check out HutchChevrolet.com. And coming soon, Hutch Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Isn't it time to buy Hutch? Get ready and get set to go to the 11th Annual Magoffin County Community Day celebration, Saturday the 16th at the Rainey Park in Sayersville. It's the only place to be to see Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Ramblers and be among the very first to get his new CD marking 50 years in bluegrass. Plus, Blue Highway, Mountain Heart, Atkins and Loudermilk, Turning Ground, Hidden Steel, Black Powder Express, and the Dixie Bridge Band in the Bridge's final performance ever, all for only $10, plus chances to win cash, prizes, even a car, and some of the best food you could feast on. So get your tickets now at either location of the Sayersville National Bank and get your blanket or lawn chair, your friends and family to Community Day 2014. I guess she always knew. Hey everybody, join us at Sayersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center in wishing your family and ours a very happy birthday this month of July.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Learned some investigation in the past 24 to 36 hours or so. A Sayersville man who turned himself into the Magoffin County Sheriff's Department did so on charges of possession of child pornography, 25 counts in all. It all stems from a Mount Sterling Police Department case that relates to images that were found on a laptop computer. A man with a Sayersville address turned himself into the Magoffin County Sheriff's Department just earlier this week, day before yesterday. He also had a South Carolina driver's license, and we know of addresses in Montgomery County and Beattyville over the past few years as well. I did speak with someone from the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office in Montgomery County, and they confirmed that it was a Mount Sterling Police Department case headed up by Detective Jimmy Daniels from that department. that when a laptop computer was brought back into a rent-to-own facility, and he was under the impression that it may have been a facility where this man actually worked, Ronald Vyers, at one time, but when he brought that laptop in for it to be turned back over, when they were cleaning it off with its memory to be erased, to be used or rented again, that was when these images that they say were discovered. 25 counts of child pornography then resulted as a result. This indictment goes back to September of 2012 when Vyers was indicted. A bond was set at that same time for $50,000 cash, but he has not been arrested on this indictment, which is approaching 2 years old, until now. A warrant has existed with his name on it in relation to these 25 counts of possession of child pornography since that date. And when he came into the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department to turn himself on those nearly 2-year-old charges of possession of child pornography, it was also discovered that he had another warrant in his name from Breathitt County for theft of a credit card, as well as cold checks and other financial crimes. He was lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center until this morning. That was when authorities with Montgomery County came and picked him up and then took him back to that facility to face those charges. And in another follow-up, as I told you on yesterday afternoon, 2 McGoffin County Sheriff's deputies in this cruiser were patrolling Route 40 when they saw a suspect in a vehicle that they'd been looking for to question about a theft case of a weed eater that they had already recovered and returned to the rightful owner. Sheriff Carson Montgomery told us about the case yesterday and also told us that the individual believed to be driving the vehicle that refused to stop for law enforcement and led authorities on a high-speed chase from the McGoffin County area into Johnson County for about 2 miles or so, and resulted in that sheriff's deputy losing control of his car and crashing into the hillside, was identified as this man, Daniel Bell. Sheriff Carson Montgomery has confirmed to me today that Bell was arrested in the past 24 hours, but not in McGoffin County. His statement to me in the last few moments indicates that Bell was picked up in Georgetown by authorities there. Montgomery says there apparently was a female in the car at the time of that police chase, and that she was afterwards texting an acquaintance of hers about the chase. Now, she, according to Montgomery, also alleged that Bell had a gun, picked her up from some location, but refused to bring her home. He says that he did see those texts himself in person. He also tells me that Bell took that unidentified female to the child support office in Georgetown earlier today, where she had spent some time living for an undetermined amount of time. Montgomery says when she walked into the child support office, she told them there the entire story, and that they called local authorities here, who then in turn called Georgetown police, who then in turn picked up Bell, placed him in custody under a parole violation, and are holding him until McGoffin County authorities go to pick him up and bring him here on charges related to the theft as well as charges related to the chase. And last, and although it's sometimes least, it's not now, nor it has been for the past several days, your Licking Valley RECC forecast. To take a closer look at what our weather is going to be like, I topped out at 80 degrees here at the newsroom today. Simply gorgeous. We'll fall back down to 53 tonight. Don't pay much attention to the 30% chance of showers and storms. It's in the forecast. Had to put it on there, but those light showers and storms are being seen far to our north and are falling south and to the east slowly, but as of right now, nothing on the radar for us to be concerned about. You might pick up a slight shower. It's going to be very so slight if we see that. Otherwise, just a nice evening, followed by a Thursday where we'll see that widespread fog from tonight hanging around to about 9 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies tomorrow on your Thursday, and clear and calm. 81, 60 for your high and low. Perfect. Friday, almost. A slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 11. Right now, it's 30%. We're still talking about partly sunny skies, temps in the 80s, low 60s. For nighttime lows, still nice. Saturday, maybe not so much. We're going to fall a degree or two. We've got a weak system coming in that gives us another threat of some showers and thunderstorms, and it's the best threat of the forecast. 79 for your high, 61 for your low on Saturday. Partly sunny skies, break to mostly sunny for Sunday, with a lesser chance. Still slight, and it's early slight, but a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. I think Sunday's going to be pretty nice all in all. 82, 62 for your high and low. Monday, no complaints here. Mostly sunny, low 80s. sunny, low 80s on your Tuesday. Temperatures are starting to try to work their way up from there. Will they have the muster to do it? We'll see next time, won't we? Or at least have a better guess. For now, thank you all for being a part of the program. Enjoy this beautiful fall-like August evening, because we've only got at least one more left, because August will soon be over. Maybe the nice weather won't. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.